What's up? What it do? What it do? It's your boy Steezy Sauce. You know what it is. You know what the business is. I'm out here. You are watching Under the Charts with Sway. Coming at you straight out the Southeast Sydney. Live and direct. Yeah.
Tell me about the album.
The album, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be dope. I've got copyright from the Weatherman on it. It's going to tell my life story. That's straight, that real shit. That shit that Sydney really needs to hear, man. Like some real shit, bro. Make it out, mate. It's just gonna motivate you to go for your dreams and go for your goals. And that's the overall message of this album, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. Bars from the Basketball Diaries. You better go buy that shit. Buy that shit.
Onto the stairs, bro. We don't do that.
Yeah, fuck it. It's better, right?
Yo, what's up? It's Sweet. Under the chart here. I'm out here with one and only
Steezy Sauce. What it do?
What it do, Steezy. You gotta tell me about how we met. For a lot of the folks who don't know you, especially, you go occasionally to Hustle and Flow.
Yes, that is correct. I go to Hustle and Flow. You can catch me there every Thursday night, freestyling, ripping it up, just flowing, just doing my thing, you know? I think it's a very good place. Big ups to Izzy, the owners of the club and everything, because it's really productive. If I didn't have to go like a place like that, probably, who knows what I'll be doing. I'll probably be doing some stupid shit. Or like, you know what I mean? Or just doing something really boring. But besides that, it's a really good place to go to. And it like helps me stay productive and motivated, and like also like, and it helps me connect. And I've met a lot of people, and that's how I met Swate there. I met Swate, he came up to me, he just hollered at me, he's like, yo, what it do? I was like, what it do? I said, what's your show? We started from a friendly conversation, then I found out what he did, we found out what I did, and then we took a liking for this, and I said, yo, we got to link up and you got to get me on this, man. So it's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me, Swate, under the charts, man.
Let's go.
Bro.
No, I know that you are a rapper, but not too big. And you go for another name as well. Tell me about how you started.
Okay, alright. The way I started, I'm going to give you the whole story so a lot of people understand, because I get asked this question a lot and I really don't know how to answer it properly, right? So I'd sometimes tell them I just started rapping a few years ago. Okay, the truth is I've been rapping ever since I was a little kid. I've always, I came up with hip-hop in my family. My dad's he was a well-respected graffiti writer. He loves a lot of underground rap, so this rap stuff was always in my house. And like, I think like it was Eminem and Eazy-E were the first two rappers I heard. But I remember I had a radio, and it was like an old school ghetto blast, and I would listen to a lot of like old school 80s rap, because my dad came from that era, that scene, so a lot of b-boy music, a lot of stuff like that. And then on this old school radio they had the recording thing, so which is kind of funny. It's like we were in modern time, like 2000, like early 2000s, but I'm doing an 80s formula, like with recording. I figured out like getting blank tapes and recording an instrumental and then like freestyling on the other and then the radio would play back with my rap, and I was like a little kid, so that would probably be the first things of when I started to rap. And that's when I kind of said, all right, I might be a rapper one day. Like, that's the first time as a little kid, that was the first time I tried to rap. I didn't know about the recording. You could speak into the radio, and it worked, and I was like playing it back. But my dad, I got in a lot of trouble because I accidentally dubbed over like a Cold Crush tape, or like some 80s.
Damn.
Like, yeah, man. Like, yeah. Really?
I mean, who taught you how to like do the blank tapes and everything? Or did anyone teach? Self-taught?
Self-taught, because I had blank tapes, but I was like, my dad taught me how to play the music, like the tapes from the radio, and music was always a thing in my house. My mum would play a lot of music. She would play South American music, a lot of like 90s R&B, bit of hip-hop. She does like her mix, like she likes a bit of Ice Cube, and but like a lot of like, she also listens, my mum likes a lot of like pop music, like a lot of singing type songs, like real music you wouldn't expect. So I came up with that influence, and my dad playing a lot of reggae and hardcore gangster rap, and so it was my family that taught me kind of like how to play the music, because I was buying my own tapes. I wanted that tape, or they gave me a tape as a present, or grandma brought me a tape. It was something like that, so I'd always play a tape. And I was self-taught, but when I think I had a whole thing of blank tapes, and that's when I like learned. I think maybe I think it was the Beat Street movie. It had to be the Beat, like, I got it from, I don't remember, it was an influence. I saw it from a hip-hop movie or something, and then I said I wanted to try that, and I didn't know if it would work, and just me being a kid playing around with shit, you know, when you're a little kid, you fuck around. Like, it actually worked, and that was like, whoa. So that was when I was really little, young. So that could be the first interaction I've had with hip hop and rap, and me trying to be a rapper. And I said some silly rhymes back then, like, you know, but it was some little kid shit. It was crazy.
Do you remember the rhymes?
Actually, I said something about drinking wine or something, but that's all I can remember.
Okay.
It sounds pretty funny.
Your first show, tell me about that one.
The first show.
Obviously, you started just, you know, making the music, but then you really wanted to get out there. You were motivated, weren't you?
Okay, so yeah, that's like, so I would fast forward to now. It's about the first show, because like I took you way back to like 04, 03 just then. So fast forward to now, 2024. Yeah, it's the first show. It was the mosh pit. That was a really good experience. I was cranking and I was loving the vibe, and I'm not gonna say like it wasn't many people, but what was cool about what I did is that the small amount of people in that audience were like kind of catching on to what I was trying to do, or kind of digging it, or kind of giving me that head nod. All right, you're repping the city, like, respect. I performed the song Sydney Anthem. It's going to be on this upcoming album, Bars from the Basketball Diaries. I'm just previewing it. It's featuring my boy Nino. Nino's on it, so shouts out to Nino Wanna. He's on the feature. Broken Home Talent for Life. That's like a solo. Like, I've been doing that for life. So yeah. But that was my first show. So my first show experience, it was at the Mosh Pit Bar in Newtown. And so back to with the Hustle and Flow thing. So they could probably be, all right, maybe they could be my first live performances, because the Hustle and Flow, the open mic, I'm jumping up there, getting my confidence, because I've always been freestyling, right? Growing up, coming up, always freestyling. So jumping on the mic at Hustle and Flow, I was like, yeah, you know. And then I met the people, and then we formed the two-side clique. But big ups to Hustle and Flow, Rock the Block, the whole people, because they gave us the opportunity to get these shows at the Mosh Pit. And big ups to Ghost Attack Records. He's located not too far from where we're doing this interview, so big ups to that group and all that. So they helped us get our first show, and then big ups to Two Side Click. Shouts out to OPJ, Ocean Leans, Dose, Cochise, Daisy, myself, so, you know, Chris, Artie Gats, you know, the whole lot, the whole team.
The whole team.
It's like a clan, like a Wu-Tang, like a Sydney rap clan. I call it two-side clique. People going with just two-side, but I always refer to it as the clique, because we're a whole clique, bro. It's a whole squad of us, you know.
That goes hard, Steve. God damn, bro.
Two-side clique, bro.
No, 100%, because like the collaboration, that's a big part of the movement. Yeah,
and so me and OPJ thought of the name together at one of the ciphers. It wasn't Hustle and Flow, but it was a cipher that happened after. But I'll tell you what the meaning of the name is. An acronym. Two Side means two Sydney, but also two sides of Sydney, because I'm from the eastern suburbs, like Eastways, like we're in Pagewood right now, the 3-6, and the homies are all from like Parramatta, Seven Hills, Toongabbie, Mount Druitt, Campbelltown. Some are up from North Sydney ways, like all over Sydney. So we formed together because we all got a love for this music and this hip hop shit, and we want to grow this Sydney rap scene especially, and like make it pop off a bit more, because to be honest and quite frank, I think it's a little dead. Not trying to hate, like big ups to the people that are popping, already doing their things, but underground, for the under the chart motherfuckers like us, yeah, man, we need to get up there. We need an underground scene popping, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do a movement, but I'm riding with this two-side clique because these are good people that's taking me somewhere. And yeah, man, and we got an album dropping now. I think they got an album dropping within the next 3 weeks. Like September 17th to September 11th, or wait, what month are we in? Are we past September, right?
We're in November, bro.
Yeah, oh shit, homie. Man, that's too much weed I'll be smoking. Fucking up, you feel me?
Before I had a joint before this too, bro.
Yeah, I'm a little bit faded right now. I'm off that. Wait, we California living in New South Wales there, brother.
Fuck out of here, bro.
I'm straight faded.
That's straight. Right now, we're smoking staircases. Sorry, fuck. We're out here smoking joints in a staircase. Like, this is some like underground shit, bro. That's what it's about, man.
Real hip hop is what it's about. My bad. November. So towards, I would say, look, I have a rough idea when the two-side project's coming out. It's my boy OPJ said within 3 weeks time from this date in 3 weeks time on a Thursday, the Two Side project will be out. But that's the first like debut of this Two Side collective I am. But OPJ's already dropped a solo with Two Side members on it. I'm already on SoundCloud. We got a song out already. You can put that in the link in the description below.
Yeah.
And but yeah, man, so that's the first show. But back to like the start of the rap, I told you when I very first started rhyming. Now when I started taking rap seriously, I would say I had to be I was always rhyming. It's probably 17 when I just got kicked out of high school. And that's when the stuff I linked to, the Drake and Vera, I was dropping music then with my boy Nino, with Little Swift. And at that time, now Little Swifty, big ups to Little Swifty, he was down with this thing called Bull Pro Media, which is like a media team, a guy that filmed interviews and videos. Now, interesting enough, that guy was responsible for getting Spaniard famous.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, bro. And interesting enough, I was featured in a video clip. I wasn't rapping. Like, I have a song with Swifty, but I'll get to that in a second. But Swifty dropped this, like, little underground viral Facebook, like meme kind of song, and it was called Backy Cone. So have you ever heard of that song? Well, to some people, there are some people out there that know the song, and randomly some people till this day ask me if I'm that guy at the start of the video, because it was shot in the house, in my house, and that was me. That was my house, that the Backy Cones video. So I'm known as well from Backy Cones.
Jeez.
And then shortly after that, I dropped the video clip. I had it out, but it got taken down for some reason. I don't know why, but the video clip was called Revenge of Steez, and had Little Swift featured on it. So this was like 17, 18, 19, 20. That SoundCloud I linked to, that's all my old music from back then, right? So the years went on, so like probably like what, like in my like from 19 to like thing, I did slow down on the music because that's when life caught up. Like I'll be honest with you, I got caught up with a bit of like the street bullshit. Like I was doing drugs with people, like hard drugs, and like I was not focusing on the music. I was not in like touch with the scene. I kind of was, it was bad, luckily. But what's interesting enough, I did have like some kind of spiritual awakening from taking a shroom trip. Now it's a bit weird, like I took a drug to get off drugs, but it is what it is, and that's how it happened. And I feel like with this album I'm coming out with now, Bars from the Basketball Diaries, because like you stated, I am more motivated. I am really hungry for it. That's why I am going to this Rock the Block. I'm getting in the scene more, and I'm like, I got 5 tracks of the album ready. The album's like, once I get probably like 3, 4, 5 more done, the album is out, ready to go already. You know what I mean? Like I just do the interludes, the intros. I already got the intro ready for the album. So once this album's out, it's gonna tell a story. Like it's gonna motivate people to stop fucking around, because I feel like in Sydney and in Australia, like drugs is a big thing. Part of everyone gets on drugs, and the sad thing with my story, well, I think a lot of people may relate to it, and that's why I want to put it in my music and tell you to stop doing it. Like, is that the drugs, like, so it started innocent from like, you know, pingers, acid, party shit, you know, as everyone does that. Everyone wants to pop a cap. But for me, it kind of graduated onto fucking like, I was smoking slow and like doing cocaine with that shit, like speedballing and like, and a lot of like LSD and a lot of like just fucking around. And it took me, after having a spiritual awakening from this shroom trip, I realized I was fucking around. I wasn't doing like what I needed to do, what God gave me the gift to do, and that is to make music and rap and be a rapper. So I really feel like I got a rapper. So I feel like my message with this album and how I'm coming at it is like, don't fuck around and go for your dreams with whatever it is. You know, it might not even just be drugs as your bad habit. You know what I mean? You, like, some people are getting off from stealing shit, bro. You know what I mean? Some people get off from doing really dumb shit, and it fucks people's lives up. So my whole point of the album is like, don't fuck up your life and just keep going for the music. And so that's the introduction I'm going to give you. I know it's a bit of a strong introduction. I'm like, what? But if you already knew me from before, when I was a teenager, when I was on drugs, fucking around, making music, you already know, like, holy shit, I'm a changed man. There's a whole new me. Steezy Sauce is official. I'm fresh. I'm clean now. I only smoke weed now. That's it. And drink a bit of liquor, a bit of Hennessy. That's it. I'm keeping a G. I don't touch extra shit. I'm not OTX anymore. I ain't off the extras. That shit's corny. That shit's played out. fuck the drugs, real shit.
No, but big ups for like coming out here, real talk about your stuff, Steez. Like that takes a lot of strength, G, for real, man.
Yeah, man, like there's more to the story, but like all I'm gonna say is, so this album that I've made, I got 5 tracks ready to go and everything. It's like I said, like just to tell people to get off the drugs and to go for your dreams. Now, there's more to me besides this street shit and real shit. I stated I'm very influenced by Immortal Technique, so I want to come out on like a bit of like a, radical political shit, because I do know a bit about the world. I've got stuff like that to come out on. But do not get it twisted. My music in any way, shape or form is not to promote drugs or anything like that. I think a lot of music is, you know what I mean? People pouring up a lean or something, doing a balloon or some dumb shit. Like everyone's doing that, No, I'm not really here to promote that kind of side to it. I'm here to promote like just the kid that's like trying to get away from this bullshit. That's what I'm trying to like. And the name of the album, what's interesting, Bars from the Basketball Diaries. So I got it from, alright, the bars from is from this UK drill rapper. He had this album called Bars from the Pen, and he's just talking about all these crimes and shit when he got out of jail. And the Basketball Diaries is from a movie I saw that also helped me get off the drugs with Leonardo DiCaprio. And I was like, alright, Bars from the Basketball Diaries, meaning that like I stole that diary and I wrote my rhymes in it. Like that's this clever concept of like the album. You kind of get where I'm coming from, but also like in a way to tell, stop fucking around on drugs. Like because it is a big part of the Sydney culture. I've noticed a lot of people are on it, a lot of people advocate it, but at the end of the day, like it can fuck people's lives. Like it can distract you from what you really your actual purpose here is, and that's what I'm just trying to wake people up. And that's the hard shit I wanted to tell you about the album. But so forth, but like everything with me, mentally, physically, I'm not on no drugs. I'm not doing that shit. I'm fine. I'm just dropping this album so to help others. Hopefully, people relate to it and resonate. I gave a little preview to an actual like drug addict I met on the street. I'm not trying to like judge on it, but let's keep it real. The motherfucker was like twacked out, bro, like straight out. I'm gonna keep it real. And even he heard it and had a tear come out and said, "You gotta actually drop that, because I think Sydney really needs to hear that." Like that helped me, just what you just said, and I only met you for 5 minutes. Maybe like this could help a lot of others, because you know what you're talking about. And yeah, man, and it's like a lot of those like people that like rap, like a lot of them are delusional too, that are still in the drugs. Like that's what I'm also trying to like break, like cut the bullshit, because I was delusional. I was there once too. Like your mind's clouded, like, you know what I mean? And I'm here to kind of like reality check, like, no, like it doesn't, shut the fuck up. This is the real deal. And that's part like the radical Immortal Technique. I'm gonna keep it real, like not trying to sound like the world's not completely pretty, so I'm gonna show you the dark shit, but I also will have some pretty shit, because there is beautiful things within this world, and beautiful things that I also like do as well, that people need to like, it's not everything in life is bad. Just like there's a lot of laughter between them tears, and that's what I also want to. I'm also got a lot of laughter for them tears, but like in between, you know what I'm saying? Like there's also there's going to be a lot of party tracks too, a lot of shit that you can bump and have a good time as well. A bit of everything for everyone, but just a hardcore thing. But yeah, like my stance at it is like, yo, quit fucking around, because you're gonna probably ruin your life. Now I know it's coming off strong, but hey man, that's what's real, bro, and that's Steezy Sauce for you. I'm straight real and raw and uncut like that. Like, it's the streets, brody. Like this is no industry shit. This is under the charts, underground, bro.
Well, how about we move to a different location that isn't just the streets? Steez, what do you think, bro?
100%. I want to be in a mansion, you heard? I want to be in a penthouse in Dubai or Manhattan Island or some shit.
Fuck out of here, bro. We're gonna take a cut. We're gonna go to another spot, just so it's like, what? It's too noisy out here. You're funny, Steve. Bro. He's just like, yeah, and you know what about this? I'm like, yeah, no, but about this too. Like, oh shit, chill out.
You're like, damn, this is too real. I didn't even. Yeah, bro, I'll keep it real. I am not a pretty boy. Alright, I got spray paint on my clothes. I'm really just, this is just how it is on the street. But I did cop the new Pro Club though. I had to get that for the interview.
Of course.
The new Pro Club. appreciate this.
Oh, good, bro. So we moved locations. It was a little noisy over there, but Steve, tell me where we are right now.
Alright, yeah, we moved locations. We didn't move too far from East Gardens. We're still in Southeast Sydney. We're still in Pagewood. We're at Jellicoe Park. It's a good old park, just a little nice quiet spot. I thought it would be a nice place to conduct the interview. Yo.
So what's that behind me there, Steve?
Oh, that's just my name right there. Clearly someone else, like, there's a fan of me who goes around the neighborhood writing my name up on the walls.
100%, bro.
You feel me?
You feel me? Tell me about after your shows, obviously, but stage fright. How'd you go with that?
Alright, well, so this kind of like stage fright, it's a sometimes thing. I sometimes get it and I sometimes don't, depending how I feel on the day. If I'm really confident or really happy or motivated, I feel like I got to do something, there's no stage fright. I don't give a fuck about the audience or the style. I'm here to like prove my point. But the stage fright comes if I get put on the spot, or like, alright, let's say, I'll give you an example. Just say, alright, get in this car. I get in the car and then we drive it to, like, we're driving halfway there and I'm like, where are we going? And it's like, you're going to go jump on stage at the Opera House in front of 20,000 people. I'm going to have some fucking stage fright. You know what I mean? Like, and that's going to hit me different. But I'll just overcome it and, like, try to just, like, get hyphy with it. Like, entertain the crowd. Like, you got to entertain the crowd, because from high school, I did a lot of music performance and stuff. Like, I was playing clarinet, just involved in music. Anything, like, I was trying to be involved with that shit because I was interested in music, so fascinated by how it worked and shit, trying to learn how to read, even like, so, but I remember I would get stage fright trying to do like clarinet recitals for assignments, and like, and that was the start of it, till like one day, like, I got to do my own song and the composition was like ODB Shimmy Shimmy Ya. Like, I got my friend, like some grandmaster piano player from the school at the time, to play it. My friend who was good at the drums, and I performed that song. And I don't know, I think I was more passionate, and the teacher said I had very good, like, stage presence. Like, I was very good at communicating with the crowd. And so ever since then, yeah, I just took it on, and, like, I don't know, just don't be scared of the crowd. Sometimes I've got to think, you know what, they're here to be entertained, so I got to entertain them. I can't just, like, get scared, and because then everyone's gonna be mad at me, like, what the fuck's he doing, kind of. Like, I don't want that reaction, you know what I mean? I don't like that. Yeah
100%. What about, like, even thinking back to, like, a moment where you were really that really sticks to you from all the live shows you've done?
A moment that really, like, a few, like, so, alright, a moment that stuck with me, so I'd said before, the mosh pit was one of the first shows that stuck me when I performed my song, and everyone was like bobbing their head, like liking it, but everyone had that respect on their face, like, yeah, okay, I see what this kid's doing. That kind of like motivated me, like, yeah, I can see it in the future now. Everyone's gonna be dancing to my shit or knowing the words. So, like, impact, like, I want to say dope shit, so when I spit, I will say something that's going to leave you remembering me, and I think it's a good thing when someone comes up to me after a show saying that was dope, and shakes my hand. I love that, and big ups and thank yous too. I really appreciate that, like, support. I really appreciate all that stuff, man. Like, it helps a lot, and yeah, it's just good to know, like, yeah, man, like, it's just good to know that I left an impact on that person, and I think that's the goal. And yeah,
100%. Has anyone ever approached you and told you something about your music? Okay, I really like this track, or,
Yeah, I've actually, yes. So surprisingly, I met one person who was a fan of Revenge of Steez, which was an old track from the thing. I didn't know how, like, I knew it got a little bit, it had like 2,000 views the first few days it came out. It got a little bit of buzz, so everyone around here in my neighborhood knew about it, obviously. But when I met this one kid, he just came up and started rapping my lyrics to me. He's like, oh, you're that kid. I was like, wow, that was weird. I never experienced that. Was like, all right. So people, like, that was one experience of that happened to me one time. He knew my song, so I was like really tripped out. So that's more motivation. Like, it's one person, but 1 to a million, it's gonna keep growing. So it's just motivating me to keep doing it, to make it bigger. And and then I've had some people come up to me, like I mentioned before, about the Little Swift video, and said I've recognized you from that.
It's cool, man.
So yeah, man. So I get recognized then, but for one person to recognize my song and like sung word for it, that meant a lot for me that time.
100%.
So yeah, it happens sometimes, but But some people say we're influencers though. Sorry, so I'm gonna answer it. I get a lot of weird questions, like a lot of weird answers. I mean, sorry, I fucked up a bit. Yesterday I got this one answer. This chick said to me, I look like an Australian rapper, like she reminds me of called Young Cooked or something. And I looked it up, I couldn't even find the rapper. Not trying to disrespect, not trying to like talk greasy or nothing, so don't take it the wrong way, Young Cooked. If you're out there, actually salute to you, bro, keep doing your thing. I had no idea who you are, so I'm not trying to diss you or shit talk your name in any way, so don't take this the wrong way. I just really don't know who you were or familiar with your music, and I couldn't find it, but that tripped me out. One person said I sounded like that, so I was like, alright, cool, I never knew about that person. But some people actually come up to me and say it though. One person gets it, some people get it correct, going, yeah, you like Cage, Kennels and Mac Dre. And I'm like, yeah, I know that stuff. I love that bass shit. I love that like hardcore. So they get it. Some people get what influences and what I'm kind of trying to do and where I'm coming from, like how I am, my energy. And some people get it, I'd say. Some people get it.
100%. What about a favorite track you've made then?
All right, this one track, and I can't get access to that old SoundCloud account. That's why I'm restarting myself. So once this album drops, I'll be on DistroKid. I'll be available on Spotify. I'll have a music video coming out. But the favorite track I would say was this one song. It's on my old SoundCloud, but I had to put it on private because the person I did it was arguing with it. He didn't like he made me like he wanted me to take it down, but I refused to because I think it's that much of a dope track. And we put that much effort into it. Like, I don't care if he was offbeat a little bit. It adds more to the song. It was me, Master Confucius. Shouts out Master Confucius, wherever you are, bro. Hit me up, bro. Get back in touch, bro. It's been a minute. Me, him, and Aykroyd, my boy Aykroyd, he's like a producer, like beat maker from Mascot Ways. I haven't mentioned him yet. Shouts out to Aykroyd. He works with a few artists as well, some in the Australian scene too, but he's my boy, like we go way back. Aykroyd made this beat, and the sample we got, I think it was like from a horror movie or like some 60s like World War II movie about, I don't know, something. It was a weird sample we got. And we flipped that sample and we made a beat, and the song was roughly about like real like Immortal Technique type, like in your face, like I'm talking about the, like, you know, I was like just talking about the world, saying, you know, just coming at you with that gritty like real shit about like reality, like the corruption, you know, like society problems and society issues, you get what I mean? And like, you know, I was asking like, yeah, I fucking said, you know, I was like, yo, let me create more sculpture. Fuck the government and the MK Ultra trying to feed off us like a vulture. Like, that's how I remember I started the song. I forget the title of the track, but out of favorite tracks that I ever made, I would say that one is my favorite track personally, because I think I went real hard on that message. And a lot of people, my friends, like just a lot of my friends always talk like, yo, re-release that, man, like I want to hear that. And I was like,
100%, bro.
I'm gonna try to get access back into that account so everyone can hear it.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, man.
You could have saved it on a hard drive or something.
Yeah, I do have it on my laptop, I know, but my laptop's going through some technical difficulties right now, so I gotta, once I reboot the computer and I can get that going again and it can work, you know?
Fucking hell. What about, obviously you've had challenges. How have you overcome those challenges, especially when you felt like giving up in the music scene?
Oh, that's a hard one. Sometimes, you know, the time I do give up, I'm like, fuck it, but then I just like, I don't know, when I'm like sad or depressed, it kind of goes away, it comes and goes, you know? I don't really like, you know, so like, I sometimes say, oh fuck, I'm not rapping no more. I've said it a few like years ago, like bad times, but I ended up just doing it. I couldn't stop, I just can't stop. I can't stop freestyling. Even when I'm angry and I'm trying to stop, I won't stop rapping. I'll be rapping about why I'm just trying to stop rapping. I'll make a track about why I want to quit rap. Like, it's pretty, like, it's a very hard thing for me to do because I'm that passionate and I like to spit MCs. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna give up in a weird way, like, because I just feel like I've got to kind of be here for it, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta be doing my thing, you know, I gotta keep rhyming because like there's like a bigger responsibility. Like, I feel like I'm kicking down doors for like, especially like Latino, Australian, Sydney kids. Like, I'm kicking down doors for them in a weird way, you know? Like, they're gonna look at it and go, oh, I can do that too. and they're gonna start rhyming, and then like it's gonna create a fat scene, and then we're gonna probably people are gonna start looking at us in a different way. Like I'm gonna just try to make shit pop. So I just can't. Like there are times I'm real down and out, but I always get back in. Like that's all I can say. Like I'll just cheer up and something happens and I just get back in like, no, I'm still rapping, I'm still rhyming, I ain't giving up. And right now, I don't think I'm going to give up anytime soon because it's getting successful. I can see the hard work. It's slowly coming to me. I've done 3 shows. If you told me that last year, if you told me that 2 years ago, I wouldn't believe you. Like, I didn't think I would come this way. Like, I've come a long way, so I know, there's more to get in this game, and now it's like, I'm addicted to rap now. So I'm gonna get this money. I'm addicted to it. So I'm gonna get this money, and I'm gonna get my message, and I'm gonna get a good message out there, and my point across. So I can't stop.
All right, Steve. So what about some advice for someone in that position? What advice would you give to someone in that position?
I would tell them to keep your head up and take yourself to a happy place, and everything's gonna get better. Like I know it's really hard. There's people who get put in real bad predicaments. Some people could be hearing this like, I don't want to hear this shit. Like, fuck that. This kid doesn't know what I go through. But like, nah, look, I don't know what you go through. You're right, but whatever it is, you're strong enough to get yourself out of it. Like at the end of the day, it's up to you to get out of it or not. It's like that's the hard thing about it. Everyone's gonna know. So you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. You gotta make some adjustments. That's be my advice. Like get yourself out of it, and I'll pray for you, and I wish you the best for you to get out of it. You know what I mean? So whatever people are going through, it could be drug addiction, it could be sex addiction, it could be fucking, depression. You broke up with the girl. You're gonna kill yourself. I don't know, anything. Just don't do it. It's not worth going out because you got a potential, and just remember like your greater worth. You got potential on this earth, man, and yeah, man, don't doubt yourself, man. Like, but remember, it's up to you to pull yourself out of that situation. No one else can do it for you. That's one thing people got to remember. You can talk to people, get advice from people, and people can be there and help you get through it. That does help, but remember, at the end of the day, it is up to you. And I'm learning that the hard way myself each time, because there's people I thought, yeah, you can come, but they don't want to change, and I'm starting to say, okay, my changes was because I made those choices. I decided to get myself out of that. So the tough reality is, and the harsh reality is, it's really up to you to do it, So I'm doing it, you can do it. Whatever it is, be a rapper, artist, whatever the hell you want it is, bro, just do it, man. Go out and do it, bro. Because especially in this city, it ain't really we don't even have it to begin with. So, you can do something historical, you feel me? And make the city pop off, like, honest to God, straight out,
Damn.
Yeah, man, yeah, so...
Fucking hell, Steez. Tell me about that first experience you did start making music.
Oh, like I told you with the radio and the...
How'd you feel?
Like, I felt, like, really cool about it. I'm like, wow, like, I just heard, like, really cool, like, really tripped out. I was a young kid at the time. Now, the first time I would probably, like, let's just fast forward to, like, high school around I was going to Jay Unknown's studio. That's like Uster affiliated rap. Like he's affiliated with Uster, like the Hustle Hard TV scene. I went to his house and he's the one that got me recording, and we became friends. But I recorded like I think a track called Worst Nightmare with Jay Unknown, and I was on some real more technique, political shit, like talking shit about the government, like real, just that radical type shit. Because I am very Mortal Technique influenced, and so I was on some real shit, and that was like the first time I recorded and like really got in the process of learning how a studio works, doubling your vocals, like, you know what I mean? That was the first time studio wise, and actually putting songs out. I put that song on YouTube and stuff. It's Worst Nightmare, I think it's called. So you can use some on SoundCloud, you can still, but yeah, those are the times I was like, all right, I started laying down vocals on the microphone, and then yeah, one thing, I got my own microphone, eventually started doing it on my own computer. At times, we'll go to Nino's house with his microphone, start doing it in his house, smoking mad weed, just recording all nights on like Friday, Saturday nights. It was weird too, because like when I met Nino, I was like dropped out of high school, like so I'm like 18, like 17, 18, right? And he was like 14 or something, 15, and I think he was dropping out of high school. And when me and Nino were like, he got his laptop and he started doing it, and we would sit there smoking mad blunts and like just recording tracks and like of like instrumentals, or like playing video games, and like So it really started, and even at my house, like there was a time where Jay Unknown, Nino, all the boys were living at mine, and we were doing the same thing, recording tracks. And those years were a lot of like, taught me a lot about how to record music, about the game, because I picked up DJing, so I can play the turntable a little bit from that. I know how to DJ as well. I can I know a little bit about beat making. At one point I was getting the hang of Ableton, but I stopped playing it because of like personal shit, and now I'm trying to relearn that shit because I forgot how the programs work and all this control alts and file. It's a bit of an effort using that. It's not as simple as GarageBand using Ableton, you know what I mean? But yeah, like all these different programs. Right now at OPJ's crib, like with the 2-side click, the stuff I'm recording now, we're using Fruity Looms and stuff. And yeah, man, I got homies that use like fucking like Pro Tools, motherfucking like even like I got a homie that's using like, he's recording like he's still in like 89, bro, like real old school, like MPC, everything like proper, like you got to like catch the vinyl, no computer telling you what to do kind of thing, like because he wants that authentic like 90s sound as well and shit. And yeah, man, so yeah, just many different ways and different studios I picked up, like just going and recording and shit. But man, that's kind of like the recording process. Like, so probably like 17, 16, I started proper recording the music, like going to the studio and shit. Those are them days, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot. You've done a lot of shit, Steez. Congrats, bro. You've really come a long way, man, for real. But I mostly wanted to try and find out, like, from then how you felt. How you feel it now about the whole, like, just overall with music now?
I feel actually a lot better about it. I'm actually more happier with it. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of is like kind of a dream come true now. Like, I'm at that level like I was dreaming of before, without like the personal shit that held me back. Like, I feel like I'm getting to the place I wanted to be at, because like, oh man, it's beautiful. I'm going to OPJ's on the 2-side and we're making a mad beat, and then I spit on the fucking beat. And I really like to make music like that, cook a beat. If I'm fucking with them, I'll write a quick verse right then and then, start dropping shit on it, you know what I mean? I like to work like that, you know what I mean? I like to make a beat and then start rapping on it. If I feel the beat enough, I'll start rapping on it. You know what I mean? If it's fucking slapping, I'm gonna start rapping straight away. That's how I feel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so going in that, I really feel good about it now because it's better. Like, I'm experimenting also with different sounds. We're getting more versatile, but just being able to, like, my boy knows how to make a beat. We crank a beat and I jump and record. Like, it's really good. It's better now. Like, don't get me wrong, it was hectic before because we were doing the same thing too. You know, like, even, you know, I was even learning how to lay down DJ hooks onto my tracks from Sharif, another DJ from Hillsdale. Big ups to him. But like, don't get me wrong, but just now these days it's getting like a bit better. Even like on and Nino's got the beat ready, lay it down, record that, like just putting out, he mix and mastering. His skills are getting better at mix and mastering. Like, it's good, you know. And also now I got a professional studio I sometimes go to too, Zen Studios. I recorded we'll talk about that from the album, but I've been recording, like, I have a hit song, like a hit single from this album I was talking about, from the Basketball Diaries. I got a video clip ready to drop and everything once this album's ready to go, called Make It Out. It's already ready and done. And I went to Zen Studios in Tempe. They're pretty good at mix and mastering. The guy, like, knows his shit about music, man. Like, he knows a lot about music. So yeah, man.
Shit.
So I feel really good about the way I'm recording now and shit. Yeah, man. It's pretty good, man.
Happy for you, bro.
Thank you, Slate.
We'll take a break.
All right, man.
We'll take a break.
We'll take 5. Let's have a smoke.
Yeah.
Let's roll one up. Fucking with it, yeah.
It's alright. What other ones you got, Steez?
So that's one beat he made. So that's like kind of ready. I just got to write my verse, and that acroid features the copyright verse that he spat over that beat. I'll give you actually a little preview. This ain't going on the interview. You just recorded nothing?
No.
Alright, good. So this is the biggest artist that's going to be on the album. Like, this is his verse that I've got ready to go. I already wrote a verse for this, so I just gotta record it now.
True.
That's...
Even if it isn't, bro, who cares, man?
No, I don't care, bro. I'm too worried about this shit that we got popping right now, bro.
100%,
I really couldn't care less.
Well, when you're ready, we can get back into it, bro.
Alright, man. Yeah, bro. Let's do it. I'm ready. Finish this shit up now, man.
Ole, vato.
Orale. Jarale. Marihuana way.
Marihuana way.
It's that chronic, Cuddy.
Yeah,
That's
Cuddy.
schizophrenia shit. SY in the house.
This thing isn't recording, bro. It's just the audio.
Alright.
You gotta tell me about your names, Steez. How'd you come up with the names? Because you've had...
Alright, hold on before. Is the interview started?
It started a while ago.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, shit. Alright, sick. Right.
No, I'm playing. We'll start now.
Alright, let's do it. Let's do this.
Steez, you've had 2 names, by the way. At least, is there more? And tell me about them.
Okay, kind of. Alright, so Dragovera was the first one, but then I started rolling with Steez because it's like, I had a friend, like, he was a skater and all that. He raps too. He's kind of part of our rap group. He's going to come out. Shouts out to my boy Patsy. I don't know, like, he's coming out. He's establishing himself as an artist. He's working on his craft. So when it comes out, like, he's going to kill it, man. But this boy, like, this homie of mine, he always used to go, yo, that's so Steez, bro. You're so Steez. Finn's like, you know, everything I did or, like, how I dress or whatever, compliment, as a compliment, he would say, that's Steez. And I started fucking with it, going, I like that, bro. Like, I don't really hear that word that much. So I was like, I'm going to call myself Steez. Because I was going by the salsa before, like, as a tag. Like, it was my tag graffiti. So it is, like, intertwined with a bit of graffiti and stuff. But I don't really write graffiti anymore. So I was like, man, fuck all that. So, fuck rap, bro. Like, straight out. Like, I'm not worried about this rap shit. I can rhyme, bro. I want to get this money for it. You can get paid for this shit. So, fuck it. I want to get money. There's nothing wrong with getting some bread. So, yeah, we get your money up. Don't get your bummy up, you heard?
You know about Capital Steez?
Yes, I do. Rest in peace, Capital Steez. And a lot of people also said, so I did know, now this is funny, a lot of people think, oh, he's like kind of the reason why I got the name. No, the name was because people always was saying, you're Steez. But I am familiar with Capital Steez, and I do like his music, and I did come up on that a bit of like the pro era. Personally, I like the Flatbush Zombies a lot, and HD being dope, and them artists. I don't think HD being dope gets so much recognition as he should have. Like, I don't know why. It's like the Beast Coast wanted, like, kind of kept him out. Maybe he wasn't from Brooklyn, he was just from the Bronx or some shit, but I don't know. But HD being dope was dope. Flatbush Zombies and Dylan Cooper. Those are I remember that era. But yeah, I am familiar with Capital Steez, and I do like that shit, man. He's good music, man. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah, because like even that, I normally consider like Steez as Capital Steez. That's what I associate it with. But
it makes sense. But nah, just to let everyone know, I'm not I didn't get it from Capital Steez. That wasn't but I do like Capital Steez. Big ups to him, and rest in peace, bro. But yeah, no, just the name Steez came from a compliment that my friend kept saying to me, and I really liked the way the word rolled out and how it was, and I was like, I'm going with that nickname, you know what I mean?
Bro.
Like, so I'll just kind of.
It suits you though, honestly.
I appreciate
it really does,
that,
bro. And your background, what nationality are you?
Okay, so I am. My father's side is Papua New Guinean, and on my mother's side is Chilean, like Chileno. So like I'm half South American and half PNG, but my family, like, they migrated to Australia a very long time ago, and they've been living here ever since. So I would say they're more Aussie than anything. They're fucking, you know what I mean? But we're proud of our heritage, and we are proud of our roots. And yeah, man, like, it's like, that's what it is. I'm a Chileno, man. We came straight out here, Sydney raised, bro, like Sydney native Chileno, bro. Straight putting it down for this Australian Latino rap scene.
100%,
yeah.
There's not many Latins that I know of, at least, in the scene.
There's not many, but there are a few. And I think if we start coming together and start connecting up, then we've got ourselves a little big scene, you know? Like, I was mentioning it before off camera, like, we got the OGs, like Tu Loco. He's a graffiti rapper. He puts it down. Big ups to him. We got Aztec Flows, obviously the homie Aztec Flows. Shouts out to him. He's been doing his thing for a long time. And you know who else we got? We got the homie Helvis. My homie, I've found him through social media, and I thought he was from, like, California, like San Francisco. When I first heard him, I asked him, like, where you from? He's like, I'm from Sydney. I mean, not Sydney, he said Melbourne, sorry. Yeah, he's from the MLB, from down Melbourne. So I was like, oh shit, like Elvis. So I started talking to that, and then he knew a lot of reggaeton artists, a lot of Latinos down in the Melbourne scene that he's been showing me their music. So we're all over, like, I guess we're all over the country, all over the nation, I guess. Like, we probably got homies up at the Briztown, up in the B-Town, up the coast. Then you got homies down in the MLB. Probably got homies out in Adelaide, motherfuckers out in Perth and shit. Like, just big out everywhere. You never know, you know?
100%, man.
And, like, but this SY, like, when it, like, I would say we're, like, the main city of, like, Australia. Like, if, you know, like, pops off here, it's going to pop off nationwide. Anything, you know, So for us Latinos, if we start popping off here, we're going to start hearing about all the other Latinos all over the country real soon, because they're going to be inspired and influenced to want to do this and, like, come out with some real rap. And big ups to you, man. Like, thank you to Swade right here, because he's doing a lot. Like, not just with even Latino, like, everyone in the Sydney rap scene, everyone underground, under the charts, man, the underdog, man. And that's what we're here doing it for, man, straight out.
100%. Thank you, Steez. Like, yeah, like meeting artists like yourself always makes this job more fun, because I get to really get in touch with more people in the scene, and especially the ones who get normally stepped over.
Yeah.
There's not much going on in the underground scene, but there's so many people who are passionate. I just want to, like, capture that with people, you know?
Yeah, man, same here. I'm very passionate about the underground. Like, I came up on a lot of underground music, like, you know, like a lot of, like, E40, SIBO, RBL Posse, like Immortal Technique. Like, Immortal Technique preaches underground, like, nothing but the underground. So at a very young age, I was learning what underground and hardcore and the difference between mainstream rap is. And don't get me wrong, I like a bit of mainstream rap too, you know, like, some stuff's commercial, that's good. Like, you got the Beat Nuts that made Big Pun was commercial technically. That shit's still hardcore as fuck, you know what I mean? Like, man, Snoop Dre's commercial, Semi, like, that's good music. Like, but personally, me, like, yeah, underground's where it's at. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all that good shit's, like, all the mainstream shit, that's all cool and all, but, like, I really do, like, I'm more, like, inspired by the underground, because I feel like the beats are harder, it touches the soul more, like, I resonate, I relate to it more, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah, bro, like, before even listening to, like, getting into this underground shit, I used to think, like, rap was a bit far off, like, because of, like, all, like, the industry, the contract labels, like, the $1 million budgets. I was thinking, wow, what lucky people, however they got there, how lucky. But then I'm finding out, like, oh, through the underground, it's like, oh, it's not as hard as, like, you think it is, and it's pretty, like, it's possible, and it's realistic to make money, and it's realistic to get your music out there, and I think underground's where it's at, because it's underground gold, man, independent hustles, and, like, looking up to rappers like E40 and stuff like that, you just start to learn, like, yeah, man, it's all about the underground, especially even though in, like, Sydney, bro, like, it's very underground, but we need to come together, like, everyone needs to come together so we can make it more of a thing, so it's more recognized, because the thing I've noticed underground, like, one rapper pops off for a bit, he either goes real successful and signs, and, like, wow, we never hear from him again, or one pops off and it's just a little phase, and then we never heard from that dude again, or, like, some controversial dumb shit happens and then no one ends up liking him again, or, you know what I mean? The underground in Sydney is a bit crazy, so I want to kind of everlasting, like, I want to, be known as the first to kind of put it down with the Latinos in Australia and all that, but also to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit lasts. Like, when I'm gone, like, we still have the scene going. Like, when me and you were gone, there's still the scene going. Like, the underground's still cracking, because, you know, it's about time we have one. You know what I mean? Like, we get, like, the proper underground going, yeah.
People's passions never die. Especially with music, bro. It inspires so many people. You gotta tell me a little bit about your inspirations.
Like I was mentioning, like, before, like, the E40s and Mac Dre's and Immortal Techniques and all that, like, yeah, I was really, like, because I started, like, listening to the music on the way to school, liking hip-hop, just being a fan of it, but then starting to, like, with Mac Dre, like, I really liked his movement, like, you know, the Fizz Nation movement, and that's kind of also inspiring me to do my music. I want to kind of make a movement out here, and I think it's powerful, like, powerful scenes, bringing the people together with positivity, having fun. So Mac Dre was a big, like, thing for me in that, so he's an influence with that. That's what I'm kind of trying to do with myself. I make a movement going, trying to bring people together, trying to have something popping, like, something funky, fresh for Sydney to have, like, yeah, SY in the house, and everyone's like, you know, you rep your city with pride, because people
people are kind of embarrassed to say they're from Sydney. I personally think, or people like, yeah, well, you rep it in a way. Like, I'm from Sydney. People go, oh yeah, I'm from Sydney too, bro. Like, whatever, man. Like, you sound like an idiot. Like, I don't like that, because you go to other cities in the world where we're hearing all these rappers, and everyone's proud of their city, proud of who they are, got a bit of pride, and we don't question it. But when it comes to us trying to have a bit of self-pride, everyone's quick to go, nah, you can't. We're not like that. It's like, what are you saying? Like, do you want to be self-hating, depressed city? Like, Sydney, man, have some pride. Like, I'm noticing the beauty in this city every single day, and I feel like there's a lot of beautiful things, but like, just the pride and the, like, the passion for it, like, no, people don't see it, so it turns off people from, like, I feel like it just turns, like, some people got like something negative to say, like about Sydney or the scene, the hip, like, everyone's like, oh, it's a bit whack, it's embarrassing, why would you want to rep that? Like, nah, everyone's got to, like, I don't want people to be embarrassed to rep SY anymore. Don't matter, like, like, I'm from Sydney, what's up, and like, SY, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, all the other underground rappers, like, they rep their city with pride, so that's all I'm trying. I'm trying to bring in, like, the pride thing into it, not like some people that, there are some people that did it, but that was more personally going on to, they were prideful more about their criminal behavior, like, I'm Sydney's number one wanted, I did this. No, I'm just telling you, rep Sydney, like, yo, I'm from Sydney, bro, like, I catch the bus in the city, go to the club, I'm popping, I'm lit, like, you know what I mean? I get drunk, like, be lit, like, Sydney gets lit, and no one's proud to be litty. That's what I'm trying to say, get litty in Sydney city, that's it, bro, straight up. You get me?
I get you, bro.
Have some pride.
Have some pride. Okay. What about, you've done a lot, obviously, in your lifetime when it comes to going out to shows, talking with other people. What achievements do you see yourself accomplishing?
So, like, doing my own shows, I see myself accomplishing that. Having my own movement, so having, like, our own scene, our own, like, supporting, like, a loyal fan base, that's what I see. Like, and I'm not saying I want to be, like, Jay-Z or big. No, I just want a bunch, like, at least 50 to 100 people that always will be buying my shit and liking, like, understanding my message and helping, and the thing will grow on, like a loyal fan base. That's all I want. I see myself doing my own shows, and I do see myself doing a little, like, tour around the world as well one day. I've just got a phone just ringing. I'm going to turn this off because I'm going to get a lot of, like, people calling me and stuff right now. I don't want to ruin the interview. Yeah, Hold on, let me turn my phone off, sorry. So, I just see myself doing a world tour and everything, like just an independent one, not saying I'm gonna, like, just like, that's why I'm trying to get out to America, save my money. I got a bit of money saved, I'm focusing more on the music, trying to get a job, just legit, because you know what I mean, like, rap isn't fully paying right now, you know what I mean, so, I gotta, like, keep it real with you, I gotta do my thing, so, yeah, I do see myself traveling the world with it, making beats, meeting producers, working with, and that's another thing why I'm into the game, just to have a track, at least with one, like, at least a few underground rappers that I came up on, you know what I mean, like, I'm not in it for a platinum record, I'm just in it to have a few tracks of, like, yo, I came up on that shit, it would be an honor to have them on my album, on my project, I did music with that person, that's it, I'll be so happy then, and it's kind of coming true with my updating debut album. I have copyright, I came up on the Weatherman, I personally think that shit's way more iller than old school Slim Shady. Like, sorry Eminem, and I think Cage actually destroyed you in that battle with the fucking, he didn't even say much and Cage was shitting on you, bro. Like, he go like, Slim, like, bitch lady, like, come on, bro, you ain't fucking with that M. And that's how I see it, like, real underground cats know the Cage shit and the hardcore shit, and all the mainstream kids all know the Eminem shit, and that's what I'm trying to, like, what I'm differing from. I'm underground hardcore. If you really know, like, you're a fan of this music, you're gonna start knowing more and more about it. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. I was gonna say something else, but no, I don't even need to say it. I was just gonna say there are some kids that know these underground rappers, but they still prefer Eminem, and there's a bunch of names in my opinion. But
you want to make it far, obviously, but, like, what about some strengths that you have and some weaknesses that make you,
strengths and weaknesses? Okay, like, but in what way, like?
Well, you want to be a great musician.
Okay.
You want to be a great artist. There's gonna have to be some strengths and weaknesses that you have.
I'm a strong freestyler. I'm really good at rhythm, like, things, but I have a weakness. I'm learning See, now since I'm more in the studio now and I'm more learning more about the rap game and how rap works and how to rhyme better, I'm learning how to count bars now. I don't have the full hand, so I'd say I have a weakness in counting bars, but I never knew about that before. Now I know about that, and it's making more sense because I'm counting bars with other rap songs I used to listen to, and it's making more sense. The song going, shit, they're only spitting 9 bars, and then the dude's doing 9 bars here. Okay, this is how this song's sounding so great, to how to go back and forth from an artist. So I would say my weakness is in that, but it's strengthening up. Like, I'm working it out, like, because I'm like practicing at it. So I'm not gonna lie, yeah. And that's probably be one of my weaknesses. I've got maybe a bit of cadence. I need to get some cadence on my voice. And but when I'm in the studio, I'll keep doing a take over and over. Like, we kind of did a few takes with this interview, but you know, that's just how I got to perfect it, man.
100%.
But yeah, those, I would say some of my weaknesses are like trying to get the full count down, or like shit like that, or like be motivated to write. Okay, it's not, some rappers write all the time like, oh, I'm writing. That's good for you, but I'm not like that. I only write if something really inspired me, or something happened, or I'm angry, or I'll just get down and start writing viciously and I won't stop. Like, or I'll write something like, you know, I'll write some dope shit, or I'm in the mood to write. Like, I could, like, it doesn't always have to be angry. I could have a really good day, right? I might go home and write a mad rap song about that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, just simple shit about catching a train, getting a nice cold drink, seeing your girlfriend. If it's really fat, it's meaning, or something funny, I'm gonna rap about it. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? Like, I want to talk about it. Like, so that's one weakness I do have, is like staying consistent with writing rhymes all the time. I'm not like that. I have to be inspired, or something's got to happen for me to pick up the pen. You know what I mean? But like, when it does, but there also is a work mode. When I feel like, no, I need to get these songs done like I am, I do just sit the fuck down and just keep writing. Like, I can get creative as well. Like, yeah. But that's so I would say, but like, that's the weakness. Not having anything to create at the time can be my greatest weakness, but when I got something, it's the greatest strength.
100%.
But yeah.
What about even managing your day job and making music?
Can be a bit of a weakness, actually, to be honest. Yeah, that you can leave. That's more of a life thing, because I do sometimes let life get in the way of shit. Like, I should have debuted this album years ago. I should be on my 4th album, to keep it real with you, but I'm debuting now at 25, but in some weird way, I think, like, with God and like the way shit works, and like how everything fell into place at the right time for a reason, and that's how I'm looking at it. But no, it is hard to manage what you got to do during the day with your music stuff, but I'm kind of timetabling it a bit now, like kind of like a school thing. It's a bit weird, but like, yeah, like, all right, Thursdays is a focus on rap. If I got to go to the studio on a Saturday, I make that a plan. You know what I mean? Like, I plan my days out more like, all right, we're doing this that day, I'm doing that. I'm saying, you know what I mean? I got nothing these days, so I'm gonna be with my girlfriend, relaxing, like everyone. I'm gonna be at the studio. Like, I'm really like, so I'm trying time managing now, but like before it was a bit of a weakness because I didn't have that schedule, but now it's coming into my life, so yeah. But yeah, I guess those are some of my strengths and weaknesses. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm the best rapper, but I'm learning as it goes. You know what I mean? I'm learning as it goes, and I'm improving because I keep practicing, and I'll just humble the fuck down and just do it. You know what I mean? And yeah, but with the 4-bar count, like, and stuff like now learning how to count the bars in music, I didn't know that. So that's, yeah, that was a weakness, I'd say. But now, yeah, I'm strengthening it up. But yeah, those are my strengths and weaknesses.
Good on you, bro. What about your favorite and least favorite thing about being a musician? Or an artist or rapper, whatever you might call it.
Alright. My favorite and least. I want to start with the least favorite thing about it. The least favorite thing is sometimes like different creative spaces, like, and this can be with any art. I think a lot of artists will relate to this. Like, you know, just say for example, you go to the producer's house and you're not feeling his beat at the time, and he's on that vibe, and you don't want to be on. You're on a completely different vibe. And you're like, no, can we make something like that? He's like, no, try this. And some people do it. They try to like get you to rap their vibe for the day, or get you to do what they're on. And I sometimes do, but I sometimes hate it because it's like, you know, like, I think that's the least favorite. It's like, fuck, I need to know everything myself so I can just do it. Like, leave me alone and let me do what I want to create at the time. And that's my least favorite thing with it. Or like, sometimes, you got to change what you say sometimes. Certain tracks or certain, like, it depends what you're doing. Like, just say, I did a show at the bowling club. Like, I didn't expect that audience. I had to like water it down a bit. You know what I mean? Had to change all my swearing out and all this because I'm rapping in front of families eating fucking dinner and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's the beauty about music. So those are kind of my least favorite things about being a musician. But yeah, and my favorite things is being able to go to studio, make the music I want to make, and get the message out there, and all for this hip hop shit, man, and all for the love of this hardcore rap shit, and that's my favorite thing. And what's even more favorite, I feel like this is revolution. Like, this is the beginning of like a new chapter in Sydney, and this is like with me and you and these people that are coming out right now. We're gonna keep consistent now, and you're gonna see more. We're gonna be more in your face and more of like an audience. And I hope people will start taking pride. Like, oh yeah, Steezy's from Sydney. Oh yeah, sweet, he's from Sydney. Put it down, like, you know what I mean, and watch it, because I know people like to watch local shit, and so I want to be that local shit, but also putting people onto what I like too. You know, so the city learns a bit more as well. Like, gets a bit like, oh, okay, because I'm meeting people that know this rapper, but you don't know that rapper, and you didn't even know they had a song. It's like, man, how deep do you know with your knowledge on this hip hop shit? I got deep knowledge, and I know there's a lot of people in Sydney that got deep knowledge, but not everyone is like that. So it'd be nice to have everyone with some deep knowledge and shit. Yeah, we've got Qantas 737 going to I think Gold Coast right now.
My God.
Forgive us, we're right next to Kingston Smith Airport.
Jesus Christ, I live that close to the airport.
Well, we're not that far. Like, honestly, 5 minutes up that street, hit a left, you're down Wentworth Avenue for 10 minutes. Once you 15 minutes away pretty much. Once you're at there, we're at the airport entry, domestic terminal and everything.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Okay, hold on. What about some advice you give to someone?
Oh, like
Just anything comes to mind.
all right. Get a job.
Get a job.
Nah, real shit. Don't be a follower, okay? This is the honest truth. Don't be a follower. Do what you want to do. Do your thing. That's my best advice. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is that you do, whoever you are, whoever I'm speaking to, just do your thing and be you. As long as it's positive, it's a good thing, just keep doing it, all right? And you'll get love for it, not hate, all right? You know, don't be no sketchy cunt going out there, you know what I mean? Because some people love to do bad things and everyone hates you. Like, you don't want to be one of those people, but just do something good and do your thing and don't be a follower. And what I mean by don't be a follower, don't like let friends or whatever you're in, parent, it could even be your family actually. Your family, anyone, and that's a serious, like, that's a harsh thing to hear. Like, my family, yeah, they could be your worst influences. You never know. Don't follow them. Like, don't follow their bad habits. Like me, I was a follower once. I've done bad. Like, I got on drugs because friends gave me drugs. I followed their path. I should have not have followed that shit. That wasn't me to begin with. So just don't be a follower and lead yourself, man. That's all I can say. And do your thing, all right? Don't let anyone stop you from doing your thing. That's all I can say, because you only got one life you're blessed with on this earth, and it's like right now, like right here, right now. You better get it cracking and have everyone remember you. Straight up.
Straight up, bro. Well,
straight up. Just like the way the graffiti motherfuckers writing their names so they can be remembered. Yeah, no, I'm doing something greater than that to be remembered. No disrespect to all my graffiti shouts out to them if you get your fame, but like, I'm just saying, like, the way you get your fame, man, be remembered in this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to all the graffiti kids, you know what I mean? Graffiti gone hyphy, yeah.
Fucking hell. Well, that pretty much brings us near to the end of our interview. But, Steve, is there anything else you'd like to mention about the album? Or at all?
It's going to be a really good album, man. Like, I'm telling you, it's going to help you. It's got, look, it's not all seriousness. It's got a bit of fun on it. It's got some dope shit. Some shit that you're going to kick back with your homies and smoke some weed and play some video games too. Some good beats, man. Some good music, man. It's going to have some good stories on it. It's going to but it's also going to put you in a reality and have you thinking, you know, have you really thinking, man. And that's what I want, you know, just to have you thinking, man. And that's it, man. That's my goal.
100%.
Yeah, man. And the story and the saga is going to continue. It's not over. This is the first one. I got a second one that's coming, and I'm going on a whole different direction with that one. Like, the albums, I already got some of that planned, but it's going to be now, like, after this one, I won't be beyond talking about my personal, like, you know, it'll be more like, the second one's going to be more onto, like, all right, he's on a different, like, I'm talking, like, it's going to be more attacking the system on the second one. You know what I mean? More anti-establishment thing for the second one. The first one, the one I'm coming out, is a bit of anti-establishment, but it's also personal to me, but also I think enough for Australia to resonate and relate and appreciate.
Shit.
And no hate.
No hate. Any shout outs you want to give?
I want to shout out to the 2 Cyclic. Alright, shouts out to Broken Home Talent. Shouts out to Nino Wana. Shouts out to all the homies. Shouts out to my moms. Shouts out to my grandmother. Shouts out to my whole family. Shouts out to all the haters that are on my dick. You keep tuning in, that's some good shit. Keep clicking on it. Keep clicking on it. Keep talking your shit. Keep thinking you're somebody because you're a nobody. I'm doing something, you ain't, so shut the fuck up. Yada da. And just do it, and just yeah, man, just shouts out to everybody, bro. Real shit. To all the lovers too, all the supporters, all the fans. I love you guys. Thank you, man. And to everyone that's like intrigued by this or something, there's a lot more to come from this, man. This is the beginning, man. Shouts out to Sydney in general, the whole world, man. Shouts out to Fresno, shouts out to New Jersey, shouts out to South America, Chile, like the whole lot, bro. We're doing it, man. Worldwide, international with it. This and peace to the Mac DRE. That's what I'm doing. Yo, shouts out to Immortal Technique as well.
True. Well, that's been on the chart. But before we go, we're gonna play a little game.
All right, let's do this. Let's play this game.
So pretty much what how I'm gonna do is go on your phone and just try and find like the least popular artists you can find. This game, we're gonna look at 3 underground artists, talk a little bit about it and where they're from, how many followers. The game is to find the most underground as you can. So Steezy, who do you have?
Alright, so the first artist I have on the list that I would like to share with you guys is Little Bouncer Freestyle. Now, I think this is very underground because it doesn't even have, it just says Vice the producer, so I think the producer released it. Now, I'm guessing the origins is Los Angeles by the sounds, or somewhere Southern California. And it is Chicano rap, Chicano gangster rap. And yeah, it's similar, like, yeah, kind of. I found this track on an Instagram story and I really fucked with the beat and I saved it and I looked into it and I kind of found out these artists weren't really nobodies. Like, they just dropped a few independent tracks that are like getting a bit of like underground buzz a bit and people like sharing, going thing, but they're not like official artists yet. So I would say Little Bouncer, he's one. He can be.
How many followers?
Look, I can't get the followers or nothing, but on the
122
video there's
likes.
only 112 likes.
Nice.
So yeah.
Not bad. Anyone else?
Okay, I would for my second one, I want to give him a shout out because he's been in the game for a long time, but I feel like the industry is purposely keeping him out. K Reno from Houston, Texas. He's very underground and he's interesting. He beat E40 for dropping the more rap albums in one day in the Guinness Book of World Records. He dropped 7 albums in one day. He's very lyrical. He speaks about the real shit that affects the world and very consciously minded, and I fucks with K Reno. So I would say K Reno is a very underground and he's on my second.
How many followers?
Okay, I'm gonna go look it up now because he does have quite a fan base. Like, he's probably got like 12,000 or 112,000 followers. Let's look him up on Instagram now. Hold up, give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna look him up. Here we go. Hold up. Oh, fuck off. Are you fucking with me, cunt?
No cell data?
No data. Look, I'll probably say 112,000 followers. He does have a quite significant following, but the music is very underground and independent, and it's not that hard to reach out to him, and he owns it all himself. Like, merchandise, everything comes from it. He's been in the game for the longest, since the 90s.
What do you think about the game so far? It is a new like test subject.
Hold on,
like,
wait, we need the third underground rapper though.
Yeah, but so far, what do you think of like trying to find the most underground rappers you can?
It's getting a bit harder these days because everyone's underground now. Everyone's trying to be a rapper. So, yeah. But what I don't like and what I hate about underground is like, hey, some people alright, this is the thing, like, my underground, I want to stay unsigned because I'm hardcore. I want to do whatever the fuck I want in this music. I want to rap on whatever beats I want to do. There's some underground people in this game that will drop shit that's going for the mainstream audience to get signed, and that's all. And unfortunately, that's a lot of drill music. That's a lot of the shit that everyone's popping, that are going, it's underground. He's an underground superstar. He's got all the views and likes, and no, you've really got to stop doing that, because that's like stronghold gripping the real underground, and you're taking away from the real hardcore boom bap rappers. Fucking, you know, the real underground rappers are taking away from like them just like saying the underground raps to people trying to get signed. Like, they're doing mainstream music, commercial music, it's just not unsigned yet, so it's unsigned hype. But that it is underground, but I just don't like that stigma everyone's kind of giving it, because there is also like my underground, I see it as hardcore boom bap beats, hardcore, like it can of like slap beats, just real thug shit, like real like hard, not thug shit, remember, just hard shit that hits the soul, you know, like real, that shit you won't hear on radio, not non-radio friendly music, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, some of it is radio friendly I will be doing, but most of it isn't. But just that, there's a stigma with the underground that people be thinking like the rapper that is like trying to be a commercial mainstream rapper is underground. And I go, no, you're taking away from, like, you know, the MF Dooms, the people like, you know what I mean, the alternative people like trying to do something different. And I don't, that's what I think about the game. But everyone's underground now. Everyone's underground. That's
well,
all
tell me
I
about
can say.
the last person you found.
Okay, it's a tricky one. So I got K Reno and Little Bouncer. Now, there's either two of them I could talk about. All right.
One, bro. One.
One. You just only want one.
Just one. Real quick.
All right. I'm gonna talk about this one. I'm talking about one. Yeah, just one. I discovered okay. Now you know who I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about this one artist that's underground. I discovered a lot of what's his name? Real Life. Real Life is an underground duet rap group. And Nem. Oh no, you know what? Who I'm talking about? No, you know what? Not Real Life. I'm not gonna mention them. Nems. That's who I'm gonna mention. Nems.
Okay.
Nems is he's famous now because he blew up from TikTok, but like what's cool about it is that, like, yeah, he's got all this commercial success and all these followers, but he's pushing that hardcore, like, underground, like, stuff that he started from, he originated from, like, you know what I mean? So I would say Nems I would add him on the third list as underground rappers, you know?
Okay.
But Little Bouncer's real underrated. I want to give him a shout out because I've been listening to that lately. And K Reno, I've always thought he was underrated, never got his props, so he's definitely going on the list. And Nems, I'll give it to Nems as always being underground, but now he got success in a different light, in a different way. But now everyone's interested in his music, that he's pushing that like hardcore hip hop sound that I like to the forefront. So I'm gonna give him props.
It's a good list, bro.
And I'll add him as the third list.
Nice.
Honestly, bro, I could add 7 more people to this list if you want. Like, we can really go in. I know a lot of like underground rappers. We've got to make an underground list about Australian rappers one day.
I know there's a lot of it, but honestly, there's so much to name. But we're gonna end it there, Steez. But thank you for coming on to Under the Chart. Hope that game was something, and you know, you do love to talk.
I do like to talk, man. I got a lot to say. Thank you, Under the Charts. It's for all the underdogs. Under the Charts.
Under the Chart.
Don't go mainstream. Stay under the charts. We're sweet.
We're sweet.
Bye. Adios.